What's going on YouTube? Rob A here, and today we are going to be doing just a quick video on how to replace your airburst, your Warbotron airburst torso with the one that came with Fierce Attack. So if you're unaware, this is Warbotron's take on Bruticus, and this is their airburst. And he does not have ratcheting hips, which is a problem because he is the arm for their Bruticus, and this new torso addresses that. He doesn't have ratcheting hips. He also does not have a ratcheting combiner port, so this takes care of those issues of Bruticus not being able to hold his arm up, and it's understandable. This was their first figure, so you know, you get some of those issues. This one actually seems a lot nicer, this torso. We'll just pop it out of the bag here real quick. The paint is actually a lot cleaner looking on this torso. Mine had a lot of overspray. There are also, you can notice, little tabs to get the wheels out, whereas these had no such thing. I had to, you know, stick my finger in there and pry them out. And as you can see, that was not always a good working plan. You can see here where it actually bent the edges a few times. And of course, it should have ratcheting, all kinds of things, which is a huge, huge help. Let's see if this is, yep, there we go. So, excellent. It should be pretty simple. Wow, these are super tight as well. So let's get started. The first thing we want to do is disassemble our airburst here, and we're just going to go ahead and pop his head off, which you don't have to just pop it off the ball joint if you don't feel comfortable about that. It is, you know, screwed in the back here, so you can, if you so desire, just loosen this screw a little bit and you know, kind of make room for the head. But we'll just put that right back here for now. These we are going to just pop off like so and put over here. Now we got to turn this dude around and you can see the thighs here. This is where they connect, or the hips rather, this is where they connect to the hips, I guess. Is something like that. We're just going to unscrew these. Just keep an eye on those screws, don't let them get too far. Woo! There we go. And hopefully we'll be able to get these apart without too much trouble. Okay. That's interesting. Let me get a little flathead screwdriver. There's even a little hole in the side here, almost as if they anticipated having to take this figure apart. I'm not sure exactly how to feel about that, but this could take some playing around with. It is, you know, it's very solidly, obviously, inside the little hole, so just mess around with it until you've got it kind of under control. Or actually, we might have to even consider taking the legs apart as well. So we'll go ahead and do that and see if it helps. We'll just start with one leg first. just in case the you know, obviously the legs themselves might be, yeah, I'm guessing the peg is probably in the thigh rather than the hip. I wasn't sure, you know, which part connected to which. Hopefully we don't have to take this whole thing apart, and these screws look like they're the same size, so this is looking okay. There we go. There we go. Alright. Now it's a lot easier. Just flip that hip plate up. So we're going to go ahead and just switch this out right now, just so we don't get it confused or anything like that, you know. And woo! Woo! Alright. So let's grab our new torso. Flip the crotch piece up. Get this guy on. Wiggle it on in, because it's a nice tight fit. Just squeeze that together. Let's go ahead and get this guy whoop, screwed back together. Alright. Now let's get our leg. Just pop this all back in. Try and keep this all in frame. Remember to start your screws before you put them all the way in, so you don't put undue pressure on any one part. Come on. And don't over tighten. Oh man, you don't want to do that. It does come with extra screws, probably for just such an event, but I'd say that's best avoided if possible. There you go. Just got to work the turkey through, and there you go. We got a nice ratcheting hip now. Very cool. Just, yeah, there we go. Alright, that's one done and out of the way. Let's go ahead and get this second leg done. Should go a lot more quickly now that we are not flying blind here. Also, now that I'm not, you know, explaining as I go, I'm just kind of doing it. You guys know what the deal is, so you know. Little guy out. Come on. There we go. So how are you guys doing? Having a good day so far? So for those of you that have the entire Warbotron set of Bruticus, I should say, they do have one member of their Computron team out as of this video. But there we go. I have to say, I like him quite a lot. I really do. He's certainly got flaws. Certainly not perfect by any stretch, but He makes a darn good looking combined mode, and all of the robot modes, while flawed for the individual robot modes, of course, while they are flawed, they all really, like, for a first time company, it's pretty, it's a strong first thing, you know? Alright, so once we've got this pretty well set, it would be nice if there was, you know, a second little peg in here just to make sure this ends up straight. Because the last thing you want to do is like hook that piece when you're getting, you know. Okay. Ooh, doggies. Sorry, I know this is super exciting. I just woke up. So I just wanted to get this done because, you know, like I said, I just got Fierce Attack, and my Bruticus has been only with one arm this whole time because this guy has not been able to hold his own, you know, hold his legs up, basically. So hopefully this will take care of that. Nice ratchets. And make sure everything works. There you go. That's what I like to hear. Alright, so that's the new torso. Don't let myself forget that. Whew. Alright, time to unscrew all this other stuff. I'm hoping that this probably is attached inside here, and we can just kind of toss it off to the side. Let's see how annoying these are going to be able to get. Get these screws out. Hopefully we won't need to use any of the extra screws they included, which would be super duper nice. And also it looks like they have little ratchets in there, ratchet teeth. Hopefully we won't need those either, but I don't know if they include those so you can make your old Airburst torso like new. I'm not sure. It's a small company, it's a startup company, and they really they've not figured out their communication skills yet, like at all. Very, very poor communicators, but you know, you do what you can. And then once we get the last screw out, we're gonna open this guy up. Okay, so we got it opened up here, and we are just gonna go ahead and pull the front of the body right off. Put it off to the side here. And you can see here are the let's get the arms, put them in their appropriate spots here. And then here we have an extra combiner peg just in case. Yay! And I guess the theory is you can drop the new pegs, the new teeth down in there. I don't know. So, yeah, and this guy we can just put to the side. And I think this guy we can just put to the side, and then we just have to unscrew these guys. And I'm going to put these just a little bit closer to me so I don't mix up anything, because that would be no bueno. So that one looks maybe a little smaller. No, I guess it's the same size. It's just a smaller looking hole. Okay. So, we got those parts all set and done. Let's get this guy all ready to rumble. Or frenzy, it doesn't matter, depending, you know. It's all personal preference. I don't know why I'm putting these screws out here, because this guy has his own set of screws. I'm just going to undo this right over here. I'm sorry you can't see it. It looks exactly like it did before. Like a minute ago. So, you're not missing anything, I promise. Just listen to the soothing sounds of my voice. Or, don't listen to me at all. Just watch what I'm doing. Put on your own music. It's fine. I'm not bothered. Not bothered by much. I know we Transformers fans can be a picky lot, but I'm pretty laid back. I'm pretty chill. Alright, so we're just gonna pop here, put the crotch panel down. I'm gonna pop this off very gently, very tenderly, and we can see right inside here. Well, there's some fuzz in there, but I don't know how that got there. Alright, so this is what the inside looks like, and that's okay. So we've got the little teeth here. We've got the combiner port. Hopefully it's all good and working happily. Looks like one of my teeth got loose because it got stuck by grease. We're just gonna nudge that right back into place there. We're gonna rest this right up here. Okay. Now let's grab our back package. And I suppose if you could just leave that off if you never planned on, combining this guy or transforming him into vehicle mode, but it's not really high on my list, so alright. I'm gonna start screwing it all back together. Just be careful because there is grease in here now. Lubricating grease. We're gonna get these guys started. And then just screw them in. You just want to go until you start feeling that resistance. Once the screw stops by itself, you stop too, because you don't want to overdo it. That's how you strip screws, and that is not cool. Not cool at all. Alright, so let's put some arms in this guy, huh? Alright. So this is going to be interesting. I think the arms go in like this. It seems about right, yeah. But holding all this stuff together is gonna be fun. So we've got all that. Let's get our torso. Rest it tenderly in there. And now let's plug it together. Alright. Flip this bad boy over. And we gotta get at least some screws started, because that'll happen. Oh man, come on. That's the problem with trying to do this on camera. Normally I would just have this lying down like a like a surgical patient. Let's see here. Let's see if we can do this. There we go. How about that? Alright, so let's grab our screw. Hopefully, come on. Oh, come on, man. That's it. Sticking that one in there, up in the corner. We're going for it. Alright, we got one in. That should make it easier to get all the others in. Okay. There we go. That is going to be the trickiest part out of this whole operation, in my opinion. Because I don't have 1,000 hands. And if I did, I'd probably do something other than making YouTube videos. I don't know. Learning pianos, I guess, would be cool. So those are in. Alright. I would have liked to seen, you know, a ratchet in the actual like hip. Not the legs, but the waist is what I mean. I would have liked to see that, because I know my airbursts like to swivel around in all directions, not just his, you know, legs unable to hold himself up. But that is a nitpick. Oh, that's good. There we go. Okay. Okay. I should probably be using this. There we go. I know, you're asking yourself, why didn't you just use that the first time? Well... if I gave you any answer, would it be good enough? No. So, I'm not gonna bother. Alright, so this needs to be tightened up. This upper shoulder. Still seems a little bit loose, and that's why I don't use that, honestly, because the screwdriver, while it is magnetic, the end is just a little bit stripped, so it does not always have a firm grip on it, but it is good for starting screws. That is very true. That is very true. So, alright. We are nearing the end, guys. Okay, so we have all of our parts back attached here, and the arms are working. Whoa, hey. Let's get that camera up. The arms are working back and forth. The waist is working. We've got ratcheting hips. Now we just need to pop the head back on. Whoa. Pick them up. Tighten this guy back here a little bit. There we go. Must construct additional shoulder pylons here, and I think those are in all the way. Alrighty. So your airburst is now a version 2. Alright guys, so now we have Airburst version 2 with his ratcheting elbow and ratcheting combiner port end. Here we have Warbotron's Bruticus, and they are now so happy together. You can actually hold his arm up and stretch it and be super excited So there you go, guys. I hope this video was helpful for you, and if it was, go ahead and leave a like or something. That'd be great. But in the meantime, thanks guys. I appreciate it. Have a good one.